course, the order of sale. You can follow that along on the screen, on the wall there or out in the foyer, and a little bit of a detail on each of the properties, of course, in there as well. The conduct under which we call all of the auctions, Mark and I have been given reserve prices for each of the properties. Those are, of course, confidential and we undisclose, subject to the highest bid being achieved or exceeded. The highest bidder buys the property. That's pretty straightforward. We'll nominate the incremental sums by which the bidding may be raised. We may refuse bids if we don't deem those to be in the best interest of our sellers. If there are telephone bidders throughout the course of the proceedings today, folks, we'll clearly identify those to you. I understand most of your competition is here in the room. One of the important aspects of the conduct, ladies and gents, it's called Clause 2.6. What that means is that the vendors may exercise the right to sell the property outside of the rooms during negotiations rather than bring it back into the room. So it is important at all times that you are the highest bidder so that you reserve that right to negotiate exclusively and to put yourself at the front of the queue. Any disputes will determine that. When the hammer comes down, there's a couple of obligations bestowed upon you. One of them, of course, is payment to us as the agent, a deposit that will be equal to 10% of the purchase price. And then one of the management team will hand you some documentation to sign and confirm the sale as well. All pretty straightforward terms. I think that's us, Mark. I reckon we should. 67 Narrows Road is the first of them. Brought to market by the office, Sean Cosgrave and his team. They work out of our Glenview office. Wonderful property. It's a good one to start the afternoon with, folks. 67 Narrows Road is described as a freehold parcel of land. Of course, the best tenure that we offer here in New Zealand. It's got some 5,038 square metres of that land, more or less. It's described as Lot 3, Deposited Plan 420545, and the record of title is 534323. No tenancies in place, folks. You'll be buying it with vacant possession, and the settlement date favoured by our sellers is the 13th of March. Just draw your attention to what is a very impressive chattels list, as you'd expect of a home of this calibre. Our expectation is that you've taken your own homework and advice and had a look at all of the good chattels that are included with what is indeed a very good property. Here it is on the screen, folks. Immaculate lifestyle, unparalleled poise in this property. It is luxurious without the pretense, but high quality at absolutely every turn. You've got those that amazing light-filled living, the big high stud, walls of windows throughout the property as well. The beauty of the outlook with the distant native forest is rather magnificent. And that connection, as you've seen there with the photos scrolling around between the in-ground pool and the grounds, is osmotic. It is not bad. And effortless. Chocolate fish, everyone knows what it means. The grounds are manicured, they're in pristine order. Tremendous shooting and garaging on offer as well. And of course the new Southern Links there will undoubtedly enhance values in the area, connecting you more easily with all the good places that we'd like to get to and from. Wonderful property to start the afternoon away. I am in your hands, bidders and buyers. You tell me what it's worth. How much? 1.2 million. Good afternoon, sir, and good luck with your purchase at 1.2 million. We're on the journey here. 1.3, that was going to be my suggestion as well. I call a 1.4 from here at 1.3 million. 1.4 now, bidding on yourself. Happy to do that all day long. Licensed associate there, James O'Shea, bidding for a buyer at 1.4 million. 1.5 would be the retort buyers. Who goes there first? At 1,400,000. First chance at 1.4. Very quiet. Second opportunity at 1,400,000. Nice, good start. Good loud bidding there. You can join me again, James, if you like, at 1.5. I'll take it from the room anywhere. Second chance at 1,400,000. Starter bid has it. Third, final chance at 1,400,000. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, we've got a little bit of work to do. We're going to get to know each other quite well throughout the course of the afternoon at 1.4, James. But I am going to hold proceedings there. We'll deal with you exclusively at this stage. We'll have our vendors outside the room for a chat. Mark, you're going to come up to the front and keep the order of sale moving, and we'll be back with Narrows at some stage throughout the afternoon. Thanks, Mark.
Trent Finlay joining us. Trent, business owner here at Harcourts Hamilton. Very good afternoon, everybody, and ni hao to our Chinese community. Helen, good to see you too. Happy New Year for you as well. We're going to go. We're going up to Flagstaff now, and Team RC Christine Willis, Ray Mitchell have brought forward 16 Derwent Place in Flagstaff. Real standout property, this one. Christine, you've led the campaign from your team. Very stunning looking home, aesthetically very pleasing and in perfect condition it is too. We say thank you very much to the good sellers who have entrusted us with your prize asset. We really do appreciate it indeed. Your legal advisor would have confirmed that 16 Derwent Place in Flagstaff, well, it is a freehold proposition. I'm very impressed with the size of the parcel that you purchased. 941 square metres is extra for this part of town, isn't it? So you bid with confidence there. Legal description, look, absolutely exact, and the 20th of March is the date you settle, so around about 4 weeks until you become the new owners of this immaculate home. It really is. It's a stunning looking home. I was ultra impressed with my maiden visit to the home. Again, like I say, the aesthetics, nice contemporary crisp whites, and that established garden really is beautiful. Sleek looks, doesn't disappoint on the inside. Really welcoming home, lovely aspect for that natural light, white and bright inside. You can see it for yourself. The natural light's a real feature. The clean lines of the kitchen, the 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, dual living situation. Great for the multi-generational situation. Cartoon Network or adult conversation in that separate lounge is perfect. Excellent backyard, that's there for you to prescribe. It's impeccable in all ways. The outdoor egress from your primary bedroom suite is an absolute bonus. Flagstaff, we love it. It's a great part of town. Who's moving in to 16 Derwent Place? You call me the bid, I'll count it up for you, see if we can get you moving in. Great way to start the new year would be a good bid. It's got to be clearly better than $1 million. Wouldn't you say, Christine? $1 million, welcome in, sir. I can hopefully get you home with your lovely family there at $1 million. Let's see who's going to go maybe 1-1 from here at Derwent. First chance there at $1 million, nicely done. Second call there, maybe a 50 would be more to your liking, sir, if I could hop you in there for 50. Lots to love about it, solid permanent material, contemporary, classic at every turn, third the money at 1. I'll say $1,050,000, sir, just to nudge it forward, get you closer to ownership. You might say 1.1 for me if you're comfortable to do so. At $1,050,000 on a vendor bid, just to say not for sale at those levels. Just rise me up again and call it 50 if you like. What do you think, sir? Are you at 1-1? You comfortable with that? You might like to go $1,075,000 just to make it easier for yourself. Nervous times, spending all that money buying a beautiful home. At $1,050,000, that one won't own it, but 75 could be the way to go. Hiding behind the programs, nervous times, peekaboo. Great family home here at $1,050,000. What do you think, sir? Some advice there from Christine. Looking good to say 75 or even 70. Just chime it back in so you can do so with comfort and confidence. As you live in absolute comfort and confidence and quiet here at 16 Derwent Place, just like the rest of the people in this auction room. It's 16 Derwent Place, Flagstaff. We've got 3 properties in Flagstaff today, all quite different. This is a goodie though. Have you got even a little 10 for me, Chris? Might be the go. Just hit $1,050,000 at this early stage. Perhaps work with the 10. Just to get that second bid would be optimal, really, because we are just going to pause and offer the opportunity regardless, but just to get those numbers going in the right direction. 5's okay. No, I appreciate that. That's what we were after, is just that extra bid at $1,055,000. Anybody else? Because I am going to give this good family the opportunity to buy, to move into 16 Derwent. Once at 1,055. Is there 5 more for me? Twice. Third and final call. 16 Derwent. Right, they went to Derwent. You better take them out, Murray, and give them the chance to buy. Of course, the savvy buyer buying on auction day, Chris, those good people lead. We need to do a little bit of work with them. We'll talk to them in private, and we'll see if we can't get them moving, and good luck. And I hope we're seeing the hammer fall in your favour. Should we stay in Flagstaff, Vicky Wong? I think we should. At Ensign. Thank you very much, Emma. Thanks for sitting up there, girls. It's good. I was feeling a bit lonely up here. 10A Ensign Place. Well, welcome Vicky Wong. She has been leading the campaign. She's been flying the flag at Ensign, which I think is really rather a brilliant pun because, of course, Inside Marissa means flag, and we're at the centre of Flagstaff here at Inside Place number 10A. It's a super little spot, beautiful position and a cracker of an abode. It was a great visit on Saturday. I had Vicky all to myself. She gave me a great guided tour, and of course with the park adjacent, I want to touch on that in just a moment. But first and foremost, let's run through the formalities, the particulars that you bid for and buy. It's a freehold estate, so that important strong tenure, the very best, and it's 456 square metres, so it's a good size section and not too much of a burden at all for you to look after. Legal description, absolutely no changes. Seldom is. 4 weeks today, or 2 weeks after that Code of Compliance certificate is issued. How's that going, Vicky? Do you know? It's in progress? That good efficient council of ours will have that out in no time at all, and the rest of that chattel list is absolutely superb. Well, it's a champion of contemporary charm, I would say, this one. Look at that classic modern decor, isn't it, with the beautiful floors, just making the whiteness of those walls pop. Like I say, I visited Vicky on Saturday, right, the last one in the private lane, which is perfect because you're directly adjacent to the park. How good was it? I normally just stay a couple of minutes at an open home, but I stayed for about 20 because we were watching the National Touch competition, which was going on in the park behind us. Quite spectacular. But a beautiful home, really airy, flows well, lovely conjunction of spaces. They'll work well in unison. Quality in that kitchen, you know, the bench tops are all high spec. Three bedrooms for you, lovely primary suite. The section's just perfect. It's nicely established. Like I say, absolutely no effort to keep it looking magnificent. And I would say, perhaps the best buy, as you've thought too, to get into Flagstaff at a really affordable level for a contemporary 3-bedroom home. Time to take the opportunity. That's what we want to see now, is who's going to fire forward those bids for us at number 10A, Ensign. Who affects the sold sign at Ensign? That's the question I ask for you. Who starts us away? Something in the 7s, Vicky. I don't think that's out of order to be asking for that. Preferably a high one, but I'll work with a mid one. Here we go. Not exactly bidding at 88 miles an hour at this stage, but we'll see how we go. Okay, I'll just give you a little teaser. I'll vendor bid at 750,000. No changing of hands there, but just an easy place to get your bid in, say 770, or maybe a little stronger, 780. Greg would be all right, I would say, at this stage. First chance there, as you move into Flagstaff at a very, very affordable level. Twice, third, 750. Vicky, I can't see any hands racing up for me. We don't panic. We're just going to go to that next stage. You can work with that person who's not able to be here to bid. Are we going to put the price on here and now? Could 829,000. Well, there you go. For a freehold home in Flagstaff, I think that would be more than enticing. If you haven't inspected 10A Ensign Place, I would recommend that you do, and I think you'll find that's excellent buying. Vicky Wong is the person you need to speak to. Where are we off to now, Em? We're going to Exeter Street. And it's an important auction this way. As I say, we've got about 3/4 of the 88 miles per hour band here with us now. But Ari and Leah have led the campaign. They work with outstanding vendors and good Glenview people, these ones too, as well. There's about 100 of them, but no, there is 5 of them that have signed the reserve, so it's good. Hayley, thanks for leading the charge. Keegan, great to see you here as well. Big home, big house, big possibilities, and that big family of vendors, which is what has attracted to our good vendors to the home in the first place. It's a superb one at 6 Exeter Street in Glenview. So let's run through the agreement. Ari and Leah have circulated this to you, and you know that you bid for a freehold proposition, that freehold estate, absolutely outstanding size section at 751 square metres, more or less. It is lot 34, and it's on deposit plan 621535. The certificate of title is volume 16D, folio 802 in the South Auckland Land Registry. We're giving you 6 weeks to settle, so we're running through just to that first part of April is when you're going to move in. And if you've got any different requirements in terms of that, we have got a little bit of flexibility in that regard. Vendors have been very good to work with there. Well, it's undoubtedly a formidable home, but it's certainly a substantial house as well. Really great 4-bed, 2-bathroom, but with so much extra as well. The middle level of the home, of course, that's where the designated living is, and it's just got that absolute flow and space that we've come to expect in homes of this calibre. I think it's one of the earlier examples of where executive and family groups are getting that affordability in terms of the indoor-outdoor flow, open plan space, great backyard, covered outdoor area, covered decking, and the extra space. What are you going to do with the downstairs? Amazing internal access garaging and the 2 utility rooms. There's upside, you can further enhance that, maybe for more accommodation. You can look into that, and I'm sure you already have. Lovely, big section. It's a family area, cul-de-sac living, and you're very close to amenities here at number 6 Exeter Street. Vendors want to Exeter, so who's going to enter it here at number 16 Exeter Street in Glenview? Calling now for your opening bids, your opening offers. Good upside, flexibility and floor plan. Who's my lamp lighter? Come on, it's not a silent auction. Haven't heard that one, Marissa, have you? We're hoping for a late 7, early 8. What do you think? That would be a right Ari to get in there? 751 squares, 4-bed, 2-bath, Stevie Jones. Mortgage Express here with us in force today, our partners. Look, well, I'll kick it away at 800,000. I think there's a lot of home on offer here at the money. At 800, have to be better than that. I can see Sarah weighing it up, comparing it to her Dixon. Just as good, if not better, I'm sorry to say, Sarah. So 800 vendor bid, first chance. Is there 20 to go? Twice at that number. Third and final call at 8. Gentleman on the telephone. Step outside is not what we want you to do. At 8, no hands up, no panic. Sharp market price. Ari, Hayley, we're going to put that on at 849 on the market, as agreed. Happy with it. 889, that's what I said. Good stuff at 889,000. Yes, that's good. 889, we're on the market at 6 Exeter Street and available to all. Campbell, good to see you. Still negotiating on Narrows. Would you like to come and update us? Okay, I'll carry on in the program. Excellent. A very important auction we have now. In terms of the office, that's the only question. We need them for this next auction. That would be lovely if you could. Thanks very much. Cheers. If David's ready to go, good on you.
Righto. For the benefit of those joining us online, I forgot to welcome you earlier on. We are up to number 22 Bankwood Road on the order of sale. Brought to market by Ari's team out in Rotatuna there, John, David, all of the crew out there been involved in this campaign. 22 Bankwood Road in Chartwell. It is a cross-lease freehold title. That means 2 estates, ladies and gents. You get the 1/2 share in what is about 910 square metres of land. You also get the leasehold estate in the dwelling. Both of those estates contained and comprised in Certificate of Title 46D, folio 990. There are no tenancies. The property has been sold with vacant possession. The settlement date is some 90 days from the date of the agreement. And of course, buyers, you would have seen the reference to the chattels in Schedule 1 and the clause in 24. All of the chattels are being sold and will be delivered to you on the settlement date in as is, where is condition. Well, folks, 22 Bankwood Road, permanent material, standalone family homes with scope to improve. They're very popular in our market right now for good reason. This one has the key fundamentals, 3-bed, it's brick and tile, it's got generous spaces there, loads of off-street parking with the carport there too. It's solid, it's in reasonable condition, but of course there is money to be made by rolling up the sleeves and doing the hard yards. Proximity to schools and shops just on the corner there. Excellent location, great opportunity. Good luck to you buyers. Start it away. I know we've had good interest in it. I am in your hands. Opening bid or offer. Where do you see value for it? 22 Bankwood Road. You've seen how it's done with the earlier lots. Call out a bid, folks. I promise you it won't be too high. Where do you see the number for it? Join me at maybe 450,000, I would have thought. Get us underway at 450 surely now. At 450, you don't like my number, I'll take yours, buyers. Where do you see value? First the chance. Got yourselves in an unconditional position, put yourselves in the box seat, ahead of the conditional interest. Good place to express it here now. I look for a 450 opening, second call. This is working hard on the phone with a hero, I can hear on the phone. Third final chance, buyers. It's here to call the numbers. If we don't get an opening bid, we pass it by, put you into competition with all those conditional parties. Where do you see market value for 22 Bankwood? Yes, we do. 350. A little bit lower than I was hoping, but we're on the journey. You are the best bidder I've got at the moment, so we were going to work with that. Exactly, love it. $350,000. Good start, buyers. Where do you see value? Move it straight to 400, I would have thought. At 350, the money. First the call. Second chance, opening bid at 350,000. I look for 400. Third, final chance. 350. I'll stand still, Sally. Still as I can. At 350,000. 351. Heard it, didn't see it. Gotcha. 351. Good afternoon. Going to get to know each other well. At 351,000 puts you in front. I tell you what, I'm going to make it easy for everyone. 400,000 vendor bid. 450 you're going to tell me, are you? At 450, haven't forgotten about you, sir. Come back for 450 of like 400 on the vendor. Looking for 450. At 400,000 vendor bids, vendor just saying, they'll hang on to it at that level, we'll pass it by, invite others to the party. Second chance at 400. 401. 401, one is progress. Eager progress, but albeit progress. 401, I like it. 401,000. Back in your court if you like. 450 would be a good number. 401, my leading bidder at the moment. 405, I was thinking 450, but okay, 405 we've got. 405, what's the retort there, sir? 450 maybe? At 405. First chance at 405,000. Second call at 405. Third chance now. Opening bidder has it at 405. Again, happy to advance it on behalf of the vendor. Sits with me at 450,000. At 450, I don't intend to vendor bid again. At 450,000, it's up to either of you folks or anybody else can join the party at 450. We're travelling, what, say 25s from here. Call it 475. At 450,000 vendor bids. Sir, have I seen your best? 475 maybe? At 450,000 we bid at the stage. Second call. It is a much harder conversation at this point, isn't it? Second chance at 450,000 with the vendor. Sir, what say you? Have I seen your best? 25 on top, is it? 475? At 450 vendor bid. Third, final chance. Done and silent. In the absence of further folks, we'll pass it by. 451. Thank goodness we tuned up this afternoon. We're still travelling north at 451. At 451,000. At 451,000 won't vendor bid as promised. At 451, we'll take instructions and talk exclusively to you in the absence of further. At 451, I think 460 sounds fair. Who joins me there? 451 on bid. First chance. Second call looking for 460. Third and final at 451. Also, we'll hold proceedings there. We'll come and have a chat to you. We'll take our vendors outside of the room for a chat with them. The bid is at 451. We'll see what we can do to help you buy a wonderful home and be back soon. Mark, over to you in the meantime.
So we had our bidders, lovely family. Did they come up with the folding? We're at $1,055,000 only. Yeah, we're just passing good. Christine, I'll pass back to yourself and Ray and the team. You can continue working with all buyers, so they know they've got to be better than that. I think that's a fair clue, but thanks to your bidders for coming along and giving themselves a good shot, but no, not successful. There's value above that, I think. We think we're all abundantly clear on that, so good luck. And I would be talking to Christine and Ray in a timely fashion. Just a little tip from the auctioneer there. so you can ignore that at your peril. Right, we're going to go on for our very important auction, as I was saying. We're going to go back to the office. As long as we've got the team here, actually, we might need a little bit of music and a little break just while we get the listing agents here and ready for our next auction. going to go to River Road. The spine of Hamilton really, isn't it? The spine of the east side, 1826A River Road in Flagstaff. Just at the head, the ace of the River Lane, which is where you've come and visited, behind the gate. Sean Cosgrave, the officer, a very important assignment for you today, sir, and your team. Of course, we represent our vendor and our good teammate, Wendy Cooper, as well. So, Wendy, thanks for the opportunity. I'm a little miffed I wasn't invited to the home before it came to the market, but we can work on that for you. We wish you well. Thank you for the exceptional presentation of the home and the availability and accessibility for all of us to go and inspect and enjoy looking through the home. And what a home it is. It really is spectacular. At 1826A River Road, a freehold parcel with the 733 plus a sixth of the 327, which I'm making around about 754 square metres all up. Chattel list, exact pool equipment and the surround sound speakers both inside and out form part of your chattel list. You're settling on the 23rd of April post Easter, and you'll still have time to enjoy that magnificent pool surroundings and the outdoor area, I am sure, for months to come. It really is the home for all seasons. I was bursting to visit, I really was, Sean, and got the opportunity at last, and I think we should have been having all our work functions at this particular abode. Stupendous home. Of course, it's all focused around that magnificent pool area. It really is a focal point of the home. Soaring ceilings, double height stud, gloriously open plan. Again, osmotic connections between the indoors and out, absolutely effortlessly with the doors pulled back. Love the schist features through the home. A real rock star kitchen as well with the stone bench tops. Beautiful kitchen island for social situations, meals on the run. 4-bedroom, 3 bathrooms. A trinity of those bathrooms for you. The primary suite is nothing short of magnificent with the wardrobing in the ensuite bathroom. Great garaging in the home and just a beautiful position here on River Road. You'll never want to leave. It's a lifestyle of luxury. Who's going to start us away in the bidding here and now? 1826A River Road. Who's the lucky one? Who's the lucky ones? Just give us a decent bid to start as agreed and we'll see how we go, get you into the home. Reasonable bid, sir, at 1.25 and welcome in at 1,250,000. I'm not vendor bidding against these good people, so if you'd like to compete, do so here and now. 1,250. That's the bid to beat at 1,250,000. I would have thought 1.3 would be the place to go, if not more. First chance, 1.25. River Road. Synonymous with quality. Twice. You'll feel like you're on holiday every day of the week. Third and final call at 1,250. A real sanctuary. We're underway. Just a little bit of work to do, but let's continue the auction in private. We'll come and see if we can get you moving in April, and we'll just pause the auction, music comes on, and give these people a chance.
Hello, ladies and gents. Just while there's a break in the proceedings there, Mark taking instructions on the previous property, we will revert back to 67 Narrows Road that we started our afternoon with. Folks, while there has been an advance in the bidding, it's not sufficient to buy the wonderful property today. So I'm going to offer it up again 3 times. In the absence of further bidding, we will pass the property by. Looking really for a 1.6 bid as a minimum, folks. Who goes there for me at 1.6? Do we say surely now? First the chance. Second call, looking for a 1.6 bid. Third, final chance. We all done, all silent. Well then, folks, to our bidders, thank you for your participation. Of course, your opportunity to further that interest will be provided shortly, as will everybody else that has passed in. Back in Sean and James's very capable hands. On the market, Sean, at 1 million. Your number the same as my number. There we go for those watching us along online. $1,899,000. We would love to see you at the open homes or the viewings over the coming few days. Wonderful home, get into that one. And while we're up the front here, we will continue with 22 Bankwood Road as well. John, you've been working with our prospective purchaser on that. I understand we haven't got enough of an increase to put the property on the market. We're just going to pass that property by. I'll put it up again 3 times, folks, for your benefit. 475, who sees it there at a 475 bid if you like to keep yourself in the game. First, second, third chance looking for 475. Well then again folks, that wonderful property passed in, of course, Ari and your team at 565. Any instructions in terms of presentation of offers? Okay, keep an eye on the website or talk to Ari and the team about what that deadline may look like. 565,000, the asking price, and best of luck with the rest of that. Folks, Mark will be back in a few minutes to finish off the afternoon.
Rihanna, where you at?
Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a very important auction to conclude, and it's number 210 Thomas Road in Rototuna, and I think that Rototuna are the four favourite syllables that we have here at Monarch Real Estate because of the quality of homes in there. Now, Vicky Wong, again, twice you've come into the auction floor today, and it's great to see that you're giving your opportunities to your good people, your good vendors, and I say viva la Vicky and viva la difference here at 210 Thomas Road, because you don't get what is standard, but you get a whole lot more, I believe, in this outstanding home that sits on a freehold parcel on Thomas Road. It's an auspicious address at number 210, a freehold 543 square metre parcel, sumptuous. Legally, look, there's no change to that. That has been distributed by Vicky up there with Tony and Vicky, and the chattels are absolutely as listed. And thanks for your patience and anticipation in this home. And we did want to save this best from last, because I have heard some people say that modern home design can be a little bit vanilla. It can be a little bit samey, but I think when you come to 210 Thomas Road, that certainly does not apply. It's got a great deal of uniqueness. Look at the colours, the different configurations that it enjoys, the curves on the exterior. Just, you know, it's special, but at the end of the day, you still get those amazing fundamentals that you would expect in a full-size executive family home, the open plan, spacious living, plus the separate formal lounge at the rear has been a great little addition to that. The ability to compartmentalise means that you have that space for solitude and for socialising as well. Upstairs and down, bedrooms and bathrooms on both. It's a master chef kitchen. The primary suite with the adjoining balcony is absolutely magnificent. The double internal access garage, and Helen, I know you've got your workspace there, and it's absolutely Phil's favourite space, where he spends the day doing his bits and bobs, watching the comings and goings. Of course, you're walking to the Rototuna shopping centre is easy. The school's a very handy park just across the road. So you're getting a lot of home here too, and I would recommend to you it's going to be a very affordable opportunity for you to reap the benefits of the bounty that's on offer here at 210 Thomas Road. Okie dokes, well, here we are, looking for that opening bid for the final lot of the day, final chance not to go home homeless. Where would you be? You might be expecting to pay more than $1 million, but no, I'm going to offer you in the bid there at 850,000. So Vicky, stand by. 850,000. We will be accepting bids at that level. 4-bed, 2-bath, double internal access garage, upstairs and downstairs. First chance there on a vendor bid. Do I hear 70? Twice at the money. Third and final call. Gorgeous backyard. Very, very sunny. Flows beautifully from the lounge. 870 is a vendor bid. And final chance, buyers on notice. I think there's a bit of disbelief we're still at these levels, Vicky, but it's for real and it's true. 870 once, twice. Third call. Okay, look, no bids. Disappointing, but we don't worry, we don't panic. We're going through to that next stage. It's going to be, I'm just going to increase the vendor bid slightly, Vicky, before I pass it back to you to 880,000. Now, we know that's not going to own the property, but we want people to come through the open home and establish there's value north of that for them, because I'm sure you'll do the sums and realise that if you're close to that and not too far ahead, then you're going to get ahead in buying 210 Thomas Road. I'm going to get an update for you here on River Road, and then we'll see how we go. Just one more moment. Thanks for your patience. Do appreciate you with your patience as we go back to 1826A River Road, this glorious home in Flagstaff, with its quartet of bedrooms and trinity of bathrooms, and of course that magnificent centrifugal swimming pool, which is going to change your life and change your lifestyle. We do have a bidder that bid us the one bid at 1,250. We have made progress into the vicinity of 1.4 million. Negotiations are going to continue. I'm not going to pass that property in just for another 60 minutes, but we're going to let you off the hook and get on with your busy days. If you did have interest in the property, we're unable to bid, but we'll be looking forward to moving in. You may have a chance. You need to call either Liam Burton, if I could put your number on the line, please, James O'Shea, or Sean Cosgrave himself. But be snappy about it, because we're close to a conclusion, but not quite there. We're going to give these good people who have bid here unconditionally in the auction room just 60 minutes grace to see if they can just make that work. So not officially passed in, but it will be. Thanks for joining us on the online stream. The property is officially still available, so like I say, if you're keen, don't dilly-dally. Thank you very much for sticking it out, and to the team from Harcourts and Chartwell, Louise. As always, they're good and loyal, supporting their Wendy, and thank you very much. Vicky, you're going to announce the price? And if I could just ask Emma Hughes here, our auction coordinator, newly crowned auction coordinator as well, just to return to the property at 210 Thomas Road. Thanks very much. Again, full executive family home, 4-bed, 2-bath. 937. Okay, there we go. So that's on the market and available at $937,000. Now, David, you've got an office just around the corner from there. You don't often get the 4-bed, 2-bath situation for under $1 million in this part of Rotorua, do you? That's good. Very unique home. So good stuff, Vicky. Keep that phone charged up. I'm sure you'll get some calls on that one, and Ensign. And so, hey, look, there's some property available there with vendors that are pretty keen to move on to their next stage. So I'd be looking at the list, and throwing a dart at the board would be my thing. Stephen Jones, of course, Mortgage Express, he'd be delighted to hand out loads and loads of money to you in your exploits in buying a house. Mr. Vandy, Forster, Matt Lowe and Hughes, thank you very much, Sally, for supporting the team, Jana. And Vicky, thank you for your 2 auctions today. You're in my good books, and you'll get them sold quickly. Murray Watson, of course, round the corner. The ginger ninja, as we say in the negotiation space. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Cheers.
you.